Rahim. Today we will discuss about exercise 3.3. We have already discussed about the inversely proportional and directly proportional, and for now we will discuss about theorems of proportions. The first theorem is third proportion. Third proportional is basically if we have two quantities like A and B. If A and B are two quantities, then if we want to make and if we want to find the third proportion between them, then we can suppose that third proportion is x. So we need to find this value of x. So the relation for third proportion will be A ratio B proportion. Then again repeat this B and then ratio x. Now you need to find this value of x. For this, you can easily find this value of x, and this value of x will be the third proportion. So for third proportion, you need to require only two values. Through these two values, you can easily find the third proportion easily. Now, for the question of exercise 3.3, that is the first question is find third proportion, third proportional to 6 and 12. Now you can see that we have two numbers. First number is 6 and the second number is 12. So we need to find the third proportional between them. The third proportional, to find the third proportional between them, we can suppose the third proportional be x. This is the third proportion. Now make the relation between them. 6 ratio 12, then proportion sign, and then again you need to repeat this digit. Second will appear in third point, and then fourth will be this x. Now you can see that these are extremes and these are means. We have the relation that product of extremes is equal to product of means. Mean to say, these are extremes, product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of extremes is equal to product of means, so we need to multiply them. That 6 multiplied by x is equal to 12 multiplied by 12. Now we need to find the value of this x, so 6 will be divided on the other side. X is equal to 12 multiplied by 12 divided by 6. So 6 1 the 6, 6 2 the 12, 12 2 the 24. You are left with answer this 24, and that's it. This is the third proportion, how we need to find it. Now the second part of it is quite similar to the first part. The same method that we have a cube and 3a square. These are two values, and we need to find the third proportion between them. So we can say the third proportion is x. Now make the relation for third proportion. How we can write it? We can write it a cube ratio 3a square. Again repeat this after proportion 3a square, then ratio, and then x. Now again these are extremes, and these are means. So product of extremes is equal to product of means. So we can directly write it that a cube multiplied by x is equal to 3a square multiplied by 3a square. And now this a cube will be on the right hand side. X is equal to 3 3s are 9. A square multiplied by a square mean to say it will be a raised power 4, that is divided by a cube. Now a cube will cancel this a raised power 4. Now it becomes x is equal to 9, and that's it. This is the third proportion. Now for the third part of this, the third part is to find the third proportion between a square minus b square and a minus b. Again is the same criteria that how we can find the third proportion between them. So the third proportion will be x here, and now you can easily write it a square minus b square ratio a minus b, then proportion, then again repeat a minus b, and then ratio x. These are extremes and these are means. A square minus b square multiplied by x is equal to a minus b multiplied by a minus b. In a square minus b square, this is also the formula. Instead of writing a square minus b square, we can open this like a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this a minus b will cancel this a minus b, and now you are left with only a plus b. So this a plus b will be divided on the other side. So the value of x is equal to a minus b divided by a plus b. That's it. Now the fourth part of this question, that is x minus y whole square and x cube minus y cube. Now x minus y whole square and x cube minus y cube both are the formulas. So one thing you need to consider that if x and y are used first, then you don't need to use it again. You need to make another variable that is not x and y. So for the third proportion, which I am letting here, is not x and not y, any other variable a, b, c, or z, whatever, you can easily find the value. So I am letting here the variable z. Now we need to find this value of z here. X minus y whole square ratio x cube minus y cube proportion. Again repeat this thing, x cube minus y cube ratio z. Now these are extremes and these are means. We can reduce our steps. X minus y whole square multiplied by z. Instead of writing x minus y whole square, you can write it as x minus y multiplied by x minus y. Mean to say 2x minus y. If we combine them, then it will confirmly be x minus y whole square. So these are going to multiply with z is equal to. Now you can see that this is x cube minus y cube and this is again x cube minus y cube. Both are formulas. So we are going to multiply them, but I am not writing here x cube minus y cube. I will write here x cube minus y cube opening formula. That is, you know that from 9th class that x cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. This is for this x cube minus y cube. And for this x cube minus y cube, again, we need to write it as x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. This is 1, this is first and second. Now this is x minus y, this is also x minus y. You can cancel them. This x minus y with this x minus y. This x minus y with this x minus y. So you are left with only z. The value of z will be x square plus xy plus y square. Again x square plus xy plus y square. So it becomes the whole square of it. X square plus xy plus y square whole square. And that's it. This was the part 4 of question number 1 of third proportion. Now the last part of it, not second last part, fifth part, that is. X plus y whole square and other is x square minus xy minus 2y square. Okay. Now you can see that x plus y whole square is a formula, but x square minus xy minus 2y square is not the formula. We can factorize it. Midterm breaking is possible here. Okay. So we need to break its midterm like x square minus xy minus 2y square. X square coefficient is 1. We need to say 1 multiplied by minus 2 makes minus 2. So we need a number whose multiplication answer is minus 2 and whose operated answer is minus 1. We can break this midterm like x square minus 2xy and plus xy. because minus 2xy plus xy makes it minus xy, and then minus 2y square. Now, what is common between them? X is common. After taking x common, we will have x minus 2y plus, and what is common between them? Y is common. After taking y common, it becomes x minus 2y again. Now you can see that this is x minus 2y and this is again x minus 2y. So we will have x minus 2y and x plus y. This is the midterm breaking answer of it. We have some space problem within this board. So I am going to write this thing directly here. So we can easily solve this question here. So after following these steps, you need to make the question here with these following steps with these factorial methods. So I am writing another step here, that is, instead of writing x square minus xy minus 2y square, I am going to write x minus 2y and x plus y here. Now this will make my question so easy. Now the question starts from here. This is x plus y whole square, and the second number is x minus 2y multiplied by x plus y. These are not three expressions. This is first expression. After comma, both multiplication, this is only one number. So we will not consider it 1, 2, and 3. This is 1 and this is 2, second number. But again, is the same problem. X and y are already used here. So we need another variable rather than x and y. So we will again use z, and now we need to find this value of z. So now x plus y whole square ratio, then write it once x minus 2y into x plus y. After proportion sign, repeat this expression again, x minus 2y and x plus y, and then z. Now these are extremes and these are limits. So z multiplied by x plus y whole square, we can write it as x plus y and again x plus y, because x plus y and x plus y multiplication meaning is x plus y whole square, and for this x minus 2y multiplied by x minus 2y, x plus y, again x minus 2y and x plus y. We are making the formula product of extremes and product of means. So we can make proper cancellation, x plus y with this x plus y, this x plus y with this x plus y. And you are left with only the value of z. The value of z is x minus 2y and again x minus 2y. That makes x minus 2y whole square. And that's it. This was your part number 5. Now the last part is part number 6. Part number 6 is again the same thing, but you need to be very sure about all the formulas that we are using, because all the formulas are just like that you have already done within class 9. So you need to be familiar with all those formulas that you have already done in class 9. like cubic formulas and square formulas. Now, question number 1, part 6 is p square minus q square divided by p cube plus q cube, comma p minus q divided by p square minus p cube plus q square. Okay. So now again, some formulas are going to be used here. P square minus q square is a formula. P cube plus q cube is also a formula. So here you can see that p and q variable are used. You can easily use the x variable here easily. So we can say that the third variable is x here. So now write it within the form of third proportion p square minus q square divided by p cube plus q cube ratio. The second one, p minus q divided by p square minus p cube plus q square proportion. Again this thing, p minus q divided by p square minus p cube plus q square ratio and x. Now these are extremes, its multiplication will be, but at this time, at this step, I will open these formulas. Into say p square minus q square, instead of writing this, I'm going to write here p plus q into p minus q, and in denominator p cube plus q cube. That makes, this is of the type of formula a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. After replacing them with p and q, you can write it as p plus q into q square minus pq plus q square. Okay, this thing will going to multiply to this x, multiply by x, and after that both things are going to repeat here. We can write it as p minus q multiplied by p minus q. That makes p minus q whole square, and also p square minus pq plus q square, and again p square minus pq plus q square. That makes p square minus pq plus q square whole square. We need to find this value of x. Okay, first of all, this p plus q can cancel this p plus q. This is p minus q. This will cancel this p minus q whole square, but only one number this can cancel, and one will be left here. Okay. Again, is the same thing. P square minus pq plus q square whole power is 1. But for this p square minus pq plus q square, it contains whole square. So we can cancel this with this one, and it will also be 1. P minus q with power 1, p square minus pq plus q square, left with power 1. So you are left only here with x. So the value of x is equal to, we can say that p minus q divided by p square minus pq plus q square. And that's it. This was completely your question number 1. Now we will discuss about the fourth proportion. Question number 2 is about fourth proportional. Fourth proportional is very simple thing that you have only three values, and fourth one what you need to find it. For example, question number 2, part 1, that is 5, 8, and 15. First, second, and third value, you need to find the fourth proportion. So, recall within your mind, what will be the fourth proportion? Fourth proportion, we can let it as x. Now, rest is the simple thing. 5 ratio A proportion 15 ratio x, and that's it. After that, these are, you have already knowledge, extremes, and these are means. So product of these extremes mean to say 5 multiplied by x is equal to 8 multiplied by 15. Okay, so 5 will going to divide there, going to say x is equal to 8 multiplied by 15 divided by 5. Now you can easily find the value of x here. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15, 2 3 8s are 24. And that's it. So question number 2 is totally the same thing. Part number 2, but in part number 2, you have already x which is used here. So you can let any other variable rather than x, that is y or z or any other variable. Part number 3 is same. Part number 4, for part number 4, okay, we will solve part number 4 here. Part number 4 is x square minus 11x plus 24. X minus 3 and 5x raised power 4 minus 40x square. Now you can see that this value, this expression requires midterm breaking, and within this value, this also requires some midterm breaking. X square minus 11x plus 24, you are already familiar with midterm breaking. You can easily do this. After doing this, you will left with answer. After solving this midterm breaking, you will have x minus 3, x minus 8. This is its midterm breaking answer. This x minus 3 is already factorized. And what about this one? You can easily see that 5 is common here, x cube is common here. So you can take common 5x cube from here. After taking this common, x will be left here, minus 5 8s are 40, and x cube is also here. So 1, 2, and 3, these three are within factorized form. Now x is already used here, so you can write the fourth proportion, that is y. So you need to find the value of y from here. So now you can write it as x minus 3, x minus 8, ratio x minus 3, proportion 5x cube into x minus 8, ratio y. Now these are extremes and these are means. Mean to say x minus 3 into x minus 8 into y is equal to x minus 3, 5x cubed into x minus 8. Now you can easily find the value of y from here. X minus 3 will cancel this x minus 3, x minus 8 will cancel this x minus 8. And you are only left with y. So value of y is equal to 5x cubed. And that's it. Through these steps, you can easily solve this question. Now, if you have any question regarding today's lecture or previous lectures, you can ask it now, and thank you. जी स्टूडेंट्स, अगर किसी का कोई सवाल है तो आप अपना माइक अनम्यूट करें, आप पूछ सकते हैं मुझसे सवाल।